is looking deep down the left side. Mendeville into the end zone. Touchdown!
Down the sideline, still Foley to the house.
And the players streaming from the sideline to celebrate with 17 seconds left.
All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to BVarsity Live for Thursday, April. What day is today? The 21st, April the 21st.
Yeah, it's the 21st, and you should know it's the 21st because tomorrow's a big, happy, fun day.
Earth Day.
No.
Patriot games.
Yes, but come on, keep going. Third
don't
time's
know.
the charm.
Friday?
Third time's the charm.
Old guys get
TGI
older
Friday.
day.
Yes, old guy gets older day.
Got it.
Old guy gets older.
How old are you going to be, like 52?
No.
Dang.
That's like a me.
How old?
47.
You got the 7 right.
You act like you're 17, but you're going to be 37,
Yeah,
I think is it.
love
Okay.
it.
We
Don't care.
got that there. Hey, you keep us all young. I like it. Hey, we got a jam-packed show. We kind of split this up by school. We're mostly track and field today, but we do have one basketball-specific guest here, and that's Ronnie Stapp from BHS. Also, Felix Adamo from BHS Track and Field. Yeah, I told Trevor I
Now we
wanted
can just
Felix
call him
Adamo
Coop.
and Ron Stapp in, and then all of a sudden he like paraded 2 old guys into the studio. Said, "No, not those guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That their fathers both work here." Is the funny thing, and
Yeah.
both longtime employees here. So it's kind of strange that it worked out this way. I honestly did not think we had that athletic of a staff, Trevor.
And after
I thought they were
this,
both
we never
adopted.
will.
I accused them.
There's no way we're ever going to do this because I was thinking about it. I was like, is there some way somehow that if Chris and I have a kid in the next couple of years
No.
and then
No.
you or Hannah or like Hannah
Yeah, my kids are
Thomas
3 and 5 and 7 months, so it's going to be a while. But
Yeah.
no, these guys are
little bit.
great athletes, and somehow they came from Ron and Felix. So, no, we're just kidding. Those guys, they're good
Come on,
dads
it's
and
Debbie and Teresa. Let's get it right.
and good kids. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So Ronnie is currently laid up, I guess, or limping around anyway. He just had knee surgery. What, ACL meniscus? ACL meniscus in January.
January 20th. Yeah.
Okay, so January. So it's been a few months. You're still rehabbing. You had to miss the rest of the basketball season. Meanwhile, Cooper's just killing it on the track, or in the long jump pit, more specifically. And they're here together.
And in the number 1 4x400 team in the section.
There you go.
Yeah, and, we've been doing a lot of work. We put a lot of work in.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Just showing out.
I can hear Felix's voice in you and Ron's voice. It's like if I close my eyes, this would be creepy. Anyway, Ronnie, let's start with you. How hard has it been for you, first of all, to get that promising sophomore season cut short, and then to just sort of sit and watch and have to go through the physical trial of the rehab?
It was definitely hard, but my team kind of overcame everything and had a good season. Went pretty far in playoffs, so it was hard but fun at the same time because I got to see everyone grow and play hard and do that by themselves instead of having me always there. But
Yeah, so that I guess portends good things for the future. And then the timing of this, the reason we have you in this week is because you just verbally committed this week as well. Even though you're only a sophomore, so there's a lot of time to go. But right now, you kind of booked your spot with Cal State Bakersfield with Rod Barnes and the Roadrunners, who were in the news a lot the last couple of months. Tell us about that. You went on an unofficial visit, I know, a couple of weeks ago now, and then made it official with a commitment last week.
Just the whole unofficial visit, I went there and I talked to Coach Barnes and I talked to Jeff Connerow, and just everything they said, my parents liked, I liked, and just I felt a good vibe about everyone there, and they were all welcomed me with open arms and stuff like that. So I felt really welcome and
Chance to stay home. That can't beat
chance
that.
to stay home and play basketball. So
No doubt about it. And I know that I was actually at the game where Coach Barnes offered you as a freshman. He came up afterwards and said, "Hey, there's a spot waiting for you whenever you want it." And I thought, wow, you don't get to see that in person very often from my angle. And then to see you commit the next year is kind of cool, and it's big news, I think, for this town. Cooper, for you, go ahead, Trevor.
I was going to say before we transition over is I really like the fact that Jeff might be at more basketball games than I've ever seen a Division I assistant coach ever be at the high school level. It seemed like at least once a week I was at a game and he's up there in the stands wearing his runner uniform, checking out the local talent. And that's kudos to the Cal State program that they are paying attention because they still do have 2 local guys on the roster, and Bray Barnes and Ferreira.
Kyle
Ferreira.
who redshirted last year.
Redshirted, yeah. So it's
Transfer year. But
yeah, I mean, that's a credit to the Cal State program for, staying on the local talent
Well,
and getting
and-
a guy like Ronnie. And obviously, Justin McCall's on their radar. Jordan Roberts is on their radar. So, we're looking at some, good talented height.
And Rod Barnes has made it very clear that he wants local guys in. That's sort of the next step in his vision of building the program, is to kind of make it not just a competitive team, but a competitive team with local players. Cooper, for you, it's been kind of a breakout year too. I know that you weren't having a good junior season or sophomore season on the track, but this year you've really exploded. Third in the section, the long jump, with a best mark of 22.6.
Yeah.
As Trevor said, you're also on that 4x4 team. What's been the difference for you this year?
Definitely this year, it's been just really, really concise in what me and my coaches want to work on. So for me in long jump, it's really working at my approach and acceleration. Just little things that really make a big difference is what I think that's showed my potential this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
and then not to be remiss about Cooper, also, you signed with University of Redlands last week to be on the track and field team. So for you to be able to get that commitment and get that phase of your life started, how big is this for you?
Oh, it's really big, and especially not in just sports, because I visited the campus twice. I watched the classroom.
Nice
it
place.
just has really good education system.
Your dad said that you sat through like an economics class or something like that.
Because originally I want to get like a math class or a physics class to watch, but there wasn't any there wasn't any classes on Sunday.
did you stay awake?
Yeah,
You're a better man than me. You're a better man than me.
Kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. So you talk about the approach on the long jump, because this is where I really think you've kind of come into your own. Is that work? Is that speed work? Is that strength work? I mean, what are you doing specifically to improve that?
it's definitely a good mixture of speed and strength. Because you need strength to be very powerful in the beginning to get a lot of momentum, but then you have to be a sprinter at the very end to really get the velocity off the jump.
Well,
And,
and
go
when
ahead.
you look at it too, there are so many guys that maybe have more physical attributes than you do, Coop.
Yeah.
And I think you get that. You
Yeah, I
understand that. But yet, I see your technique is that you have an incredible technique once you've actually hit the plank and you're gone. I see so many guys that don't extend and get an extra foot or so out of it, and I think you do, and that's a testament to you and also to Kim Jenkins as
Yeah.
well, getting you to that point. Because I don't know if you go back and look at the photos that we have, because we've got thousands of photos now of Coop, thanks to Dad. But you look at the photos. I mean, you're fully extended. You are fully extended in the air with both feet, trying to get every inch out of it too.
Yeah.
When did you start working on that, and how did that come about for you? When you knew that you could get that technique kind of sound,
Well, it kind of started off with just freshman year. I knew I wasn't the biggest guy. I wasn't the fastest guy out there, so I needed to take every opportunity I could to increase the length of my jumps. And especially this year, right now we're trying to work on my landing still. Yeah, I'm getting extended heels, but I just need to make sure I don't land backwards, so we just need more forward rotation at the end. So just all these little things that I can do, because I know it's obvious I'm not the biggest guy out there, so I really need to work on these little minute things.
They seem like mundane details, but man, they make a big
They
difference.
make a huge
definitely.
difference. You know what's funny about this, Zach, is we sit here and interview them. I remember we're back to a game last year where Ronnie's playing. I don't remember who you were with, Coop, but you guys made that makeshift cardboard ESPN.
Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was me, Fletcher Dilly, and
Yeah.
Derek Van Horn.
Had like the Sports Center desk right there. In the
You guys were all in suits and ties. You had your glasses on.
Yeah,
and-
glasses. We had mics. Fletcher had like an iPhone like headphone.
Was it all for show, or were you actually broadcasting?
No,
Like,
it
you
was
were
all
actually
show.
saying.
We should have broadcasted
It was cardboard,
but
man.
And boom goes. No, I don't mean they were actually broadcasting, but they could have been yelling out.
We
things,
made
you know?
the desk that night, or
yeah.
right after school.
Yeah.
We got like boxes from like Sears or something, and then we made it. Then we took
That's
it
so
over there.
awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, we were definitely happy about that.
That
Ronnie,
right there is enjoying your high school years.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think
Definitely.
it shows. I think BHS has it. Some other schools around town have it too, where the athletes really support the other sports. And that's always cool to see. We talked about mundane details, Ronnie. Rehab, that's all it is mundane details and taking one tiny baby step at a time. Where are you at right now in rehabbing that knee?
Rehab, I'm kind of just trying to build strength and what is it? Let me rephrase that.
Flexibility, stuff like that.
Flexibility and balancing and stuff.
Has it been, because I know people sort of prep you for it and say it's going to be a long process, it's going to be hard, it's going to be painful at first. Has it been harder than you expected, maybe easier than you expected? I mean, has it gone pretty smoothly so far, or how would you rate it?
There's definitely some downs, and everything's getting better and better as time goes on and stuff. But it's definitely tougher than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be kind of easy, kind of wandering through things, but I really have to push and build strength back and everything. I have to start over with a new leg, basically.
Is there a blessing in disguise for this for you, as far as teaching you maybe a lesson about maybe what's given to you or how hard you have to work? And obviously you'd never wish that on anybody, but do you see positives in it?
I see some positives because I was kind of taking advantage while I was playing, and I kind of didn't really put my full potential in because it was just going to practice with Coach Bird and just going to play, and I wasn't really putting out my full 110 effort that he wants us to. So, and now when I come back, it's just going to be nothing but work because it realized like it could be taken from you like that.
That's scary for the rest of the section, man. That's
Well,
really scary if you think about that.
And the drillers were pretty good without you at the end of the year too. I don't know if people haven't seen Ronnie. Your court vision, I think, is what sticks out to me. I mean, you make these passes that I don't even see sitting above the court, and all of a sudden where is he throwing the ball? Oh, he's throwing it to that wide open guy on the baseline over there that nobody saw, who wasn't there a second ago. Do you, when you're sitting out like this and you have to watch the games, do you think that improves? I mean, when you see the game from that angle?
Definitely, because I get to see it from a coaching perspective too. So whenever they're telling people to do things, I can see why they want them to do it and how they want them to do it, and I could try and talk to them too as a player. So I definitely have felt like a coach kind of too, because I've kind of just been talking to everybody and letting them know what coaches really want.
Get to scream a little bit and all that. Yeah, that's
just
nice.
a little bit.
I like that. If you came back and you joined track and field, what would be your event?
High jump.
Yep.
Oh, that's
High
right.
jump.
You did high jump. That's true. You were a good high jumper as a youth kid. I
He'd be
remember
doing
that.
high jump.
Yeah.
And he would be, you say.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, huh? Cooper, you guys, I'm just looking at this list. The section long jump is 3 Kern County guys. Lawrence White, number 1. Dennis Hicks, 2. You're 3rd. It seems like that happens a lot. If there's one good guy, there's a couple of others in the area. Do you push each other? I mean, do you work off of each other?
Especially at the long jump, because I can tell you that we're all friends and like.
You might as well throw a Quincy in there too.
Yeah. Because we're all just standing there, like, waiting to jump. So we really do push each other, and whenever we get better marks, we're always happy to see that. And especially the kind of weird thing is too, with Lawrence, Dennis, and me leading in the Valley. I remember like 8th grade year, it was the same guys that won Valley.
Yeah, as junior high, yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of weird to see that again.
How much did you take off of what Bryce Harper was doing last year for you guys? And did
Bryce
you kinda,
Huggins.
Huggins. What
Bryce
is it?
Harper's hitting homers for the Nationals. Yeah. Hit
My
one
bad,
today, I
Bryce.
think, yeah.
Sorry, dude. But I mean, how much were you looking at Bryce and what he was doing last year, and kind of learning off of that kind of progression that he had late in the year?
The thing I saw from Bryce and Scotty too was just the lot of speed down the runway. And the best part about being on the same team as those two guys that are like phenomenal jumpers was like it was able to push me, telling myself like I need to do my best at I need to do my best. I need to do my best.
They're having fun out there in the green
Ty?
room. Yeah.
So I just need to do my best so I can emulate what they did, and I feel like I'm doing that right now, especially right time in the season.
Now, I know you know, but I don't know if you know this yet. They flipped the pits at Memorial, so we're going to be looking at the pole vault pits instead of the jump pits. They put them on the other side. They put the jumps on the main grandstand side. So we're
on
not
the home field.
That's on the
they're
home stretch.
Yeah.
So
That's
we're going to
interesting.
we're going to have the pole vault in front of us where we sit looking out instead of the other way around. So it'll be different.
Yeah, that will be different. I think that's the first time
and
they've done it that way.
The pits are like right at the finish line as well. So
Yeah.
That'll be
everyone will be. It's gonna be a lot of pressure.
Time your jump for the end of the 100 and then try to run against those guys. There you go, against Michael Norman in the 200. What's your for field events? Obviously, it's all about the end of the year. You got to hit that mark at the right time several times. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you've done thus far if you don't hit it then. What's your sense as far as are you peaking towards that? I mean, do you feel like there's big marks in you in the next month, 6 weeks here?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a lot of potential still in the end of the season, because the past meets, except for Arcadia, I've been hitting only 22 feet. So I'm really confident in hitting bigger marks.
Yeah, but nobody was really hitting it at Arcadia. Don't
Yeah.
don't
Well,
sell
it was
yourself
pouring
short
rain,
there.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
The
It
thing
was
I
just
got
damp. It was damp at that point.
the thing I got from that meet was to just don't get down. So just work harder the next time, and hopefully that's what I'll be doing in these next 5 meets.
And Cooper, you've certainly had a great senior season, and it's been terrific to see you grow.
Thank you.
Ronnie, you too. Tell us what your prognosis is. I think your dad said you're expected back in December, maybe towards the beginning of the high school season, maybe not right at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm expected probably towards the season or towards the tournament. I got hurt in, so.
Okay,
that's
so it'd be
gonna
almost exactly a year, and
almost exactly.
taking your time. I know
Redemption.
some guys rush it back. You don't
Yeah.
want to do that, and
Yeah.
and then obviously, like we said, you kind of booked your spot at CSUB, and you have 2 years left to play for the Drillers, and then another year of summer ball next summer, hopefully as well. So, hey, we wish you guys luck. Congratulate you on what you've done so far. We got to take a break, and we're gonna fill the house here with a few other guys on BVarsity Live right after this.
Thank you.
Sounds good.